Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Maybe some room here. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He breaks a tackle, makes the catch, and he's free. Crosses midfield. The 30, the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Looking to throw. It's, oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They're wasting no time trying to get the ball back. They're going to go for an early onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Sweep.
4th down, Moore. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking for room. It's Jackson. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the tight end. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that 2-point conversion attempt goes awry. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Throwing Moore. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down.
Booster! Go!
Moore to the air again. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
He caught it.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the D deny them on second and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Sayin on the play action. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Moore. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Quarterback empties his backfield. Moore will throw. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
He might want another play. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Moore to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Wants to throw again. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks in the hurry up. Again, it's Moore. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern.
180, slide.
Dante Moore. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball at...
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Jackson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They knock him down right there.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, say it. Under fire. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Now ready. White 29, go!
Throwing more. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long.
Western.
Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route.
Let it go!
Moore will throw. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Say it. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a first down as they try to score one late in the half. Wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Buckeye. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore. Bringing the heat. Rifles it down the middle. He's got it down the field. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. He's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on fourth. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Hill. Lowers those pads. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's a heat. Right on target this time. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Again, it's Sayet. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Throwing, say it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Here's Moore to throw. That's reeled in. It's Hill. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. This offense has it with really good field position. Zayin. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw, it's Zayin. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's not going to take the touchback. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Here's Zayin to throw. Pocket breaking down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Now here's Zayin. Blasted as he lets it go. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Fourth down, say it. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Dante Moore spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This time he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Play fake, Julian Sayed. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Rush is on him, and down he goes. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Crosses the 30. Snags it and he's open. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Buckeye. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Baird. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Throwing more. Makes the grab. The Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. Moore to the air. Fires complete on the crosser.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Coming out with it, it's Bear. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback making checks. Moore. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear. Now, making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to...
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Takes it the other way. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you could just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Moore to the air. Makes the catch. At the 35, he's got Moore. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Carrying it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Dante Moore on target. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Working that left side. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They just keep firing. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Here comes the 2-point try. Throwing more. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Creates a little space. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up second and 10. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. And the ball is free on the pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Fourth down, Sayin. Caught. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
And man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on fourth down. Like, third down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people go for it. This is the second time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Moore. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Snags it down the right side. Touchdown, Oregon. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Sayin. Takes the easy completion. Makes the grab in their space. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They want that clock to run. Here's a little room there. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Play fake, Sayin. Complete. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
The run inside. It's Jackson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Just keeps moving. Runs through a man. He might have space. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Sayin. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. From the 30-yard line on first down. Sayin back to the air. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Buckeye. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, it hasn't been easy, but I'm impressed with what this quarterback has been able to do today, going up against a defense that really had his number. David, he got hit over and over again, took a couple sacks, he's turned it over a few times, but you can't talk enough about the composure and the poise and the resiliency of this upperclassman quarterback finding a way to get it done.
A lot of times you get hit, you start seeing ghosts, it speeds you up, and you don't have the ability to do this, to finish the game. But, dude, the toughness, the resilience, the adversity, this is a guy that's played a lot of football, and because of that, he didn't blink, he didn't flinch, and he just finished this game for his offense.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long...
Intercepted deep in his own end. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throw it, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Snags it, and there's running room. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. What a mess. A delay of game on the two-point conversion attempt. That just can't happen. Here's Moore to throw. He gets it in for the two-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. Columbus Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the USC Trojans. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Nice?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No. To return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Pringle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Quarterback may change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The corners are walked up tight. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Offense changing the play. There's some room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Canes. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Barber. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pulls it in. It's Lofton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Mensah to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Lofton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out route. At the 35, he's loose. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that
intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
Caught, and he's got room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
So now it's 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. To the air, it's Mayava. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's Pringle. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Making side adjustments here. Runs through the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Mensah. He's got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He fires one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground, and so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn.
Snags it inside the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. Plows through the defense. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackle.
Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Touchdown, Miami! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The play action fake. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down.
Sweep, sweep. Return, return. Q. Slide, slide. Rock. Look. There you go.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Trying play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, there's an example of going to your tight end on 3rd down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time.
They will score! Touchdown, Hurricanes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Barber. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Back to throw. It's Mayava. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And
lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run, and they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Got the quick pass. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throwing, Mensah. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Using his legs, it's Pringle. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Fires on the move. The sure hands, it's Lofton. Lots of running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Here's Brown.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Tries to get it himself. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Well, and after that running play, this is now a critical 3rd down here for the offense. You just got an interception. You've got to pay this thing off. You've got to find a way to cap this drive off and score some points. So this 3rd down right here is massive.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Touchdown, Miami! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point.
Number 22, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Barber. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Not worked out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The defense putting points on the board.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
Number 22, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Miller. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you can tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this run.
They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Here's Mensah to throw. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On 3rd down, here's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Break. Bingo, bingo. Move.
We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Hand off for Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this defense, they needed this earlier. I love to see it and getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground, forcing the third and long. They've struggled all day long. They've needed more of this. Maybe they can get back in it, but obviously they've given up a ton of points so far.
A strike downfield. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Mensah flips it out on the screen. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead, and that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barber. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Williams got it. Turns it on at midfield. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the 4th quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Off play action on 1st down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Mensah. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes a connection.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Barber. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. These corners backing off a bit. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays. Lofts one high and deep. Got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. He might want another play. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He's open on the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Got a man, it's Vaughn. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
In the red area, it's Brown. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Here's Mensah to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Second down, he'll throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a time. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. Makes a move. He's got it out. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown USC.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Upstairs to make the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barber. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15.
22.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gets open down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.